Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's called the Business to Business Network Show. If you just turned on your radio, what we're doing is high-speed networking on the air. My name is Rex Parry. We've been doing this for almost 18 years now, giving out names, phone numbers of real estate agents, and our co-host is...
It's Jeff Obrasky, Homeowners Financial Group.
And our next guest is Nancy. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Nancy Graves. I've been in real estate for 10 years. For the first 3 years, I worked with several different companies. And at the end of that third year, I enrolled myself in broker school. And in June 2008, my partner and I formed our own company called Klein and Graves Realty.
Fantastic. And what's his name?
Norm Klein.
Norm Klein. And so now you guys you cover the whole valley, but as a team, you've got different interests in different sections. You've got some statistics you want to share with us a little bit about different segments of the market.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Well, what's been happening in the market this year is that it's shifting, and since April, demand has been dropping every month. So, for instance, in October, we have 5,067 closings, and in November, 4,085. So there's several reasons for this. The first reason is that it's a little bit more difficult to get a loan due to the new lending standards. The second one is that although unemployment is going down, many people who are unemployed and now have a job are not making as much money. And the third reason is the millennials. A healthy percentage of the millennials like to move from job to job.
Right.
And as a result, they prefer to rent because they don't want the burden of trying to sell a house.
They might be transferred to Seattle or D.C. or something.
Correct.
And so they want to stay fluid and liquid and moving around for that. Now, however, you're talking about the last quarter, which is we've got Thanksgiving, right, Jeff?
Seasonally, November is probably the slowest month of the year.
Now, knock on wood,
November, December.
The Fed is talking about raising interest rates around May or June. That was Janet Yellen. She was specifically asked what's going to happen, right?
Correct.
There's a potential for that.
Yes, she said it won't be before then. But the Fed has nothing to do with mortgage rates.
Okay, different.
They really
lender.
don't at this stage. And when the Fed does raise, this is not like prior cycles where once they start raising, every 6 weeks you got 0.25%, probably for 2 to 3 years. That's not going to happen this time. They're going to raise rates probably 0.5% next year, and they may stay there depending on what happens globally. For another year or two. Who knows?
And the
interest rates are not what drive the housing market. Over the last 200 years, the housing market is driven by wages and job growth.
Yeah, but we're trying to get people off the fence and start thinking about buying because if you can get
rates are
so low,
4%.
So low. Now, you've got a listing we want to talk about. Tell us about the first one there.
The first listing I have is located in North Queen Creek, Maricopa County. It is a former model home built by Fulton in 2012. This home is a single level, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 3,942 square feet. What makes this home special is that it has $240,000 worth of upgrades in it.
Beautiful. And major intersection of this, where's this at?
Ocotillo and Hawes.
Hawes and Ocotillo in Maricopa County.
In Maricopa County, yes.
And it's all single story. And the list price on this?
$650,000.
$650,000, and for financing on SIF.
I looked at this just before we came actually and assumed that the buyer put down 20%. It's a $520,000 loan, 4% 30-year fixed rate with an APR of just over 4%. Your payment with taxes, insurance, and HOA on this property is about $3,200 a month.
That's incredible because you got 3,900 square feet, single story. Do you have a pool with this?
There's no pool with it. It does sit on a half acre and was professionally landscaped.
Yeah, and it was a former model, so you got all these upgrades that if you were to put that money in yourself, you'd pay a lot more. They're getting a terrific value for this.
I believe they are too.
Yeah, so this is really incredible. Now, you've got another listing we want to talk about.
Yes, another listing that I have is located in the Scottsdale Country Club. That home is also single level. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,097 square feet, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's got plantation shutters throughout. It has
Cha-ching, very expensive.
Yes, very expensive. It also has 3 sets of sliding glass doors which overlook the backyard as well as the golf course. And it has a pool in the back with a water feature.
Wow. And list price on this?
This one is listed at $733,000.
And Scottsdale Country Club, Jeff, help me with this. Where's
Well,
that?
Scottsdale Country Club basically goes from Hayden west about a mile or so, and then it goes north from Shea to Cactus.
Correct.
Pretty
Okay.
much. This one, I believe this house is on the north end off of Cactus. So if you're ever driving on Cactus towards the 101,
yes.
and all of a sudden you go through that traffic light and you see all that green
Yes,
stuff on
that's
the right,
that's Scottsdale Country
that's
Club.
the back end of Scottsdale
I knew I'd
Country
seen
Club.
it before. I just couldn't put it.
Yeah, and actually this time of year, you literally you can't miss it.
Gorgeous.
Because it's so open and it's so green. I mean, you get about a third of a mile, and all you do is see lush green grass.
And
It's
again,
really
that's a
nice.
great value for that area. What was the list price again?
$733,000.
And what kind of financing on that one?
Well, again, if you did 20% down, it's about $100,000 more than the other house. So you're going to be talking, depending. I didn't look up the taxes on it to be honest with you, but you're in that $3,500 to $4,000 a month, and it includes your HOA, taxes, insurance.
It's a great
Everything.
time to buy. And folks, this is the weather we got a lot of Canadians. We got it. And by the way, we got cloudy weather. I love cloudy weather in Arizona. I get tired of the sunshine.
It's
on
been cold, but this is Christmas time here. I mean, you learn after I'm here, you're here your whole life, and this is our rainy season, so we get these periodic. It's going to be storms, but it's going to be 70 plus, I think, for Christmas.
Well, the point is, if you're a visitor here, call Nancy. What's the phone number?
480-228-7209.
And the website?
RealtyKG.com.
RealtyKG.com. Phone number one more time.
480-228-7209.
Call Nancy. Get a chance to take a look at these homes, but get pre-qualified.
Jeff Obrasky, 602-445-9094.
Nancy doesn't want to put you in the car or show you the homes until we know who you are.
Or bring your bank statement or a pre-qual for me.
That's what we got to do is get you connected. If you're here in the valley, just driving around, have the radio on early on a Saturday morning, make a call to the sponsors or go to our website, 123bz.com.